That was everybody does like that. Who goes to India? Oh, yeah. Put it that way. It's nice. So I hope you have done before from the beginning.
Just continue.
Anyway, so we all sit together, and my Sasibai has 3 children, and that time was 17, 18 pound a week. My Bhabhi was not working, his wife was not working, and kids were going to school. So he says, I do not have finance to help you to study. The Dhiru can, his husband and wife, they have money, so he can support. So my friend who came, he says, don't worry, I have his money, I have to give him money. So my 2 brothers got shocked. How did you have money? I say, I had those rand and all those ticket I paid. So he will give me the money. But he said, no, at this stage, I will finance him also his study. So that's why he used to give me money from his work. I took my brother's money, 67 pound or what XYZ, I wrote it. So I'll pay you back as soon as I start working or in future. So we are all separated. Nobody depends on whose salary and whose money come. So this way I finished my study. Now the visa is going to expire, and I told you about the story about my Dhirubhai was very close to me from the beginning, from Baroda. He used to help me to study. And here also he took me admission, and very close. So he said, now start thinking about marriage, because it was 66 and I was born in it was 67 when I graduated. So now you have to get married because there is no, so they arranged the girl, and I told you the story about that girl.
What, Dadi?
No, the one that didn't work
that was
out.
not Dadi. No, they arranged one girl. And in short, we had an interview with her. And my brother asked me that whether you like. I said, no, I don't like that girl. And he said, no, you have to settle here. So somehow you have to compromise yourself. Beauty or whatever you don't like. I said, okay, I'll marry. Thing has come, I know the guardian or parents there, so I call them. I want to see this girl, meet her, because if I'm going to marry her, I want to know her. So they did not like. Okay, now commitment is not there, and how do you take this girl out? So they were offended, and they called my brother that, we don't like his attitude or whatever. And he said that, no, we are looking for another boy. So my brother was very much upset. And we tried to see that, why do you go to India, what you will do? Here you have opportunity. I said, no, it's not that. So why you wanted to see the guy? I says, we have a responsibility about those. You don't know those Ramas and...
You've heard this. He had to help he wanted her to know that he had to help his sister and her children.
So I was helping the family, Chandrakant and my sister. My mother died that time, she gave me the responsibility. My mother used to support the family. When she died, she had a daughter with the 3 children. Husband ran away. So my mother was supporting her daughter with 3 children. And my elder brother was alcoholic. So when she died, she said, now you have to support them. 61, I started job. From 61 to 60, I took it over from 61. And I told my 2 brothers, listen, I am supporting and I have to tell this girl, if I marry her, I have to support these people, and if I get any amount of money, the money will go first to them. You understand? The responsibility. Oh, that's why I wanted to see this girl. But thank God.
Pause for a minute. Out of the three, that goes under honesty. તમે ત્રણ વસ્તુ કીધેલું ને
Yes.
રિસ્પોન્સિબિલિટી કરતા એ ઓનેસ્ટીમાં
Honesty.
એટલે ત્રણમાં જ રાખવાના તો ત્રણમાં જ રાખ.
Yes.
Good.
So
Sorry.
honestly, I told my brother that I wanted to confess her and tell her. And I told her also that this is my responsibility and I have to meet. Now, there comes, okay, we can settle these things. So, my brother was a very, very known and social and very known person. So, he said, I will negotiate, don't worry. So, I said, anyway, I don't like her. So, next day I left for Germany. Because if they negotiate and convince me to marry, I don't want to marry her. So I told my brothers that if they wanted to see another boy, good luck to them and let her get married. What are you going to do? I said, I have a return ticket to go back to India. And I will work with the Bombay Dyeing. Because the manager, everybody knows me, and I am Vencimal, I am king there. All the friends and all. So no. Then the things change, and 1966, Johnson was the president of United States, and the war started. It was in Vietnam, and 60,000 people got killed, and immediately they wanted to hire the people. Here I got qualification because I finished my study and I got diploma. So about that time I applied for the Canada. Canadian people also wanted me, and in short, I came back. Her father and my Dhirubai house, he bought the house in between. And they were staying, her father was a tenant to my brother. And somehow my brother was very social man. They were very friends. So they arranged her, and she came in May, and I okay, she okay, they okay, family okay. We got registered marriage, civil marriage, and 7 July, Sunday, we are going to have 56th anniversary in Candlewick Diner for lunch.
Of the civil marriage.
No, this is 7th March, is the...
That's the Mangal Fera.
Mangal Fera. So then my visa was, when I started with London, so I went to Home Office and they gave me 1 year working visa. So up to that stage, it expired also. I got married and they said, you're going to have some trouble. I said, don't worry. And I got the visa for Canada. So I left for Canada. Here he comes. I had somehow, there was no money because I marriage and everything was arranged in a very, very small way, nasta thi. Nothing food or serve or anything, just tea and snack. That sort of simple arrangement was done, and I say I did not give her nothing, ornament or anything. But in between, my sister's daughter, so is here now in North Carolina, she got married. So they have arranged the boys. I said, send the money, ornament, whatever. But she was very kind. I never bought her for her, but my sister's daughter got married and we gave her all money. Understand a little bit or no?
But why would you give them the money?
That's the thing.
There we go.
That his
Answer.
first problem.
But is your loyalty not highest to the person closest to you?
Who did you talk to? You are,
ના એ પૂછતો છે કે તમારું ફર્સ્ટ પ્રાયોરિટી મમ હોવું જોઈએ કે એ લોકો હોવું જોઈએ?
yes. See, I gave you. When I got married, before that, I said this is my responsibility to settle them.
Yeah, I get that. But sending a gift doesn't settle them.
Huh?
It wasn't a gift.
An ornament.
No.
In Indian marriage, not sending a daughter without some jewelry and stuff is like an insult.
I was like,
No, it is.
Even risking her not getting married.
Right. So settling her down required getting her married. No, it sometimes what is it? Dowry. You know what dowry is? Right.
Have you heard about the?
I get it.
If you do not give the diary, the girl will have a second class. Like they said the boy and their family. She did not bring anything.
હા એ લોકો હવે શું એ બધા સિસ્ટમ નોટ ઓનલી નોટ ગુડ ઇલીગલ થઈ ગયેલા
Illegally.
એટલે આ લોકોના મનમાં આવું but this is 50 years ago.
We understand cultural differences.
Yeah.
No,
Was it? Yeah.
The dowry system
I know
finished,
what a dowry.
and if they find if the boy wanted some money, they will put him in a jail. Now. But in those days, you have to. So those kind of things happen, and anyway, the success came. Now, the 68, I came to Canada, and it was a funny joke. I have to put a little bit funny also in between. I had some $100 or something. So that time I applied I got the visa for Canada, but I had my application was also okay by United States, but it was not processed properly. So my friend at that stage, he was also in Hamilton, Canada, and he moved for his immigration also. He cleared his immigration and settled that time. That Mita's there.
Mita's dead.
He from London, he got a Canada visa, so he worked in Canada. From Canada, he cleared his visa and he settled in USA. So he says, I know the procedure, but you come to my house, America. So I had that return ticket. In those days, the return ticket was converted into the London, Toronto, Newark. Was good money and something happened. So I had somehow $100 left. So I went to Toronto. From Toronto, he said, you come straight to New Jersey and we'll settle this thing for you. Here I bought some chocolate and this and that and $100 and I'm going back. But then the Canadian government stopped me. He said, no, now you came as an immigrant in Canada, you can't go to America. Where is your address? So they stopped me. Here my luggage came to America. My friend was waiting and I had to sell this thing back and went to the hotel. Next day they found me, somebody I knew. That place I went in Canada and there was a lot of things. The Canada also that time was going through the rough time. England was flourishing, so they thought I should have stayed in England, but I did not have a visa. Anyway, somehow I got there. They were not well-to-do people, so I didn't want to bother them. So I went to my friend. Meanwhile, transferred the money. Patel. Just don't worry about it. You just find a place and start life there. You will not be able to. So I bought the newspaper and I got one job in textile. You were surprised, huh?
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, I got a job in textile. And the same newspaper, I found the paying-age arrangement with the Glenn Goodhead and Beverly Goodhead. They had a 3-bedroom, beautiful high-rise apartment and swimming pool and everything. So I went there and they said, okay, so much you have to pay every month. every week and stay. So I moved there immediately. So these people were said, "You are very lucky that you got the job and you got the." I said, "No, thank God, it's my good karma." Here comes. I started work in Beverly. Used to make me this much sandwich. I can't eat Beverly. This no. We are paying me so much money weekly, so I have to give you this sandwich for your work. No, I said no. It was English. I said it get west. So anyway, it was a month or so. I went to buy a ticket. In those days, you get the immigration, the agents. You have to pay some down payment. So I inquired that how much money I need. So they needed some $20 or something. So I said, no, I don't have it. So I worked for a week. Next week I went, I paid them $20. They gave me the installment-based ticket and CPL. So $20 was also big for me in 1968. Look at this now.
Work whole week. You guys work half an hour and you get $20.
Now it has changed so that the thing, $20 I had to work.
1 hour. 1 hour actually.
And I was getting 60
I was gonna say.
as a Master of Science degree. In that dye house, I was getting $60 a week. Out of that, about $25 or something I had to pay Beverly. Then transportation and all those things. So I called my boss after a week or so. Few days after. So see, they found me. They gave me the job 3 o'clock till I finished the whole thing. The responsibility came. So finally they said 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock I have to go. I can't, I don't get the bus. So they started paying me taxi money. Then I tell them that, listen, this is my position. I have to bring my wife and everything. I need more money. You give me the more time, I will work more hard. So I'm coming 3 o'clock. I'll come 12 o'clock because I only need to sleep there. When I go home, I sleep and come. So first shift dyer wanted to go on a vacation. This is a Champ, will you come in the morning? So I said, I have to come 8 o'clock in the morning till 2 o'clock in the night. So they said they gave me $100 raise.
A week?
Week. $60 to $100 a week.
Now we're talking.
That's how. Then C came. So I told Glenn and Beverly that now my wife is coming. You gave me one room, but I have to move out. My goodness, over the weekend they bought the whole thing. And I said, no. Your wife will stay with us and you will stay with her. So we lived with them for 1 year.
Really?
He had a little boy, 2 years old.
Michael.
He was so good.
Lot of fun was there.
That's actually probably the first time I ever heard the name of the kid.
What?
આ પહેલી વાર છોકરાનું નામ સાંભળ્યું હશે.
માએ કહ્યું કે 2 વર્ષ નો હતો તો
તમે પહેલા બોલતા નહીં એનું નામ ખબર નહીં સડનલી આ પહેલી વાર સાંભળ્યું હશે.
Michael, right?
એ બી કન્ફર્મ કર્યું ને પણ Did you know that? Did you ever heard the
Michael was
name?
there. So
How do you know this story?
yeah.
Canadian.
So Mr. Goodhead used to live in, his parents used to live in Bolton, about 25 miles away from Toronto. And he used to have a farmhouse. So he used to raise like a cows for the beef purpose, Yeah. That was his farming. He was farming for that thing. So one day they say, okay, we'll go to the They took me there. Then a good head became my friend. So he killed the chicken and he made the chicken curry. Oh, we are going to save this thing. So he became a friend. So normally once in a month, he used to come and take me there and arrange the thing. So we had a good time with them. Here comes now the visa, my visa. So I came to America. That was 69 May. So Nanubai was working for textile. Yeah.
We came here in 68 to see Christmas time.
68 we came to Canada, but the Christmas time we came to see how is America, and we know many people here. Nanu Kaka's brothers and other people. So we had a good holiday, Christmas. That's what you want to say? Went back, and then May 69, I got the okay from immigration. Then we can travel. So we left Canada in May or June, I don't know. May. So Nanubai has arranged the job. We came on a Friday, Saturday, Monday. I started for $150 a week in textile.
Another raise. The dollar, American dollar, is stronger than Canadian dollar. So now. Yeah. But that's another raise now.
We're gonna see how much that is now. We're gonna do the calculator.
You are very good on that.
App છે ફોનમાં.
Okay.
What year?
So he's
તમે વરસ મૂકો ને અમાઉન્ટ મૂકો તો આજનામાં કેટલા હોય એ કરી આપ.
What year?
1969. $150 is what today, yeah.
Probably about 10,000.
A week?
A week.
It's a lot of money.
No.
Yeah.
Not that much.
Oh, wait a second.
No.
1,200.
That was 2,000. Sorry. I was going to say
How much?
2,000.
You said 10.
1,200.
Barso.
Huh?
Barso.
1,200.
No, we could. 13. Right?
Yeah.
That's the terzo.
I was down.
That's fine.
This is going on. This is okay, you heard? Yeah. Okay. You
Yeah.
can pause it, yeah.
No.
Yeah. Oh, it's on now?
Yeah.
Oh, it was not on before?
It was on the whole time.
Okay.
20 minutes.
You can
Take
put
20 minutes.
pause also, if you want to. I started job with $150 a week.
Yeah.
And we took the apartment in Lexington Avenue in Clifton, and that was also 2-bedroom and finished apartment. I don't remember how much was that.
1 bedroom.
1 bedroom. And how much was that? I don't remember. But 150 or 180,
175.
175, something like that.
A week?
Month. Monthly salary. So we started accumulating money. She started working in the Keystone Camera, I think. Is it Keystone?
Yeah.
Okay. Then you started working with Barry Fisher.
Very fashion.
So she started working, I started working, and we make money. In between, the place where I was working, they thought Nanu Kaka has arranged that job for me. And then Nanu Kaka was getting $175, $180 a week. So I said, Champak, if you start with 150, he wants to give, take it. So I took it. But he found me more qualified and this thing. So he says, find out the job, you work here. So I took another job for $180 or something. Didn't work out. Finally, it was November came. And that stage we had enough money to buy a car. And we bought which car we bought that time? Malibu, yeah. For $5,000. Brand new. So you can consider
That
how
was
much.
my jewelry.
So that is how we got the car then for the 1969. And I did not get job, so that time it was very difficult time. So in November, Thanksgiving and all those things coming, so I took a job as a salesman in a Rolex in Willowbrook Mall, selling the clothes. Now here I started selling, and they gave you the budget. And they gave me $10,000 budget you have to sell for this much. So I raised something. It was very hard for people to sell that much.
At that time, they used to see the skill. They used to call us Paki.
Yeah, not Paki, but the discrimination was there. So anyway, I did touch 25,000 that time. So I got a bonus, $2,000 for the Christmas. And somehow one lady was buying so much stuff from me. So I said, so what are you doing? This much. Oh, I have to give so many, my cooperation. My husband, Arthur Goring, was a cooperation head, so he gave away the gift. So I gave my card. So I'm also not salesman here, but he is from textile. So Arthur Goring, he was in New York. Arthur Goring called Steve Herman in January. Steve Herman interviewed me and he gave me job. Surprisingly, I was getting 175. Steve offered me 200. Okay, Champ will start with 200. So I started working there. Then when I drove the new car, so within a month or so, Steve said, he thought I will not stay there for that thing. And they got the extension $50,000 in those days for advancements of my work to bring the machinery and testing thing. And so Steve says, Champ, will you not leave? Because I will get stuck. Because $50,000 machinery, who is going to use this without you? So he made me $250,000 salary immediately. That goes, and then time came where he started giving me the bonus money and profit sharing and like that. I was very happy that time. One of the director and this thing, I was traveling a lot that time because the consulting, I had to go to North Carolina, Boston, Georgia, Atlanta, everywhere.
When you say textiles, what are you doing?
Oh, I was doing testing of the fabric. Yeah, how long it does lasting, how much the shrinkage will, how will the color will match. Lot of things I have to tell them.
You still remember how to do it?
Sorry?
You still remember it?
Oh, I do remember, yes. I do remember. So those textile I studied in Baroda and I studied in Bradford and I worked that. So I still study. So those work I did, and wherever the problem comes, I had to go and tell them this is the problem. That time they started knitting in acrylic fabric. So we had to microscope. I have to buy it, and we have to identify how the threads are mixed up or not. I used to tell them. Very important job, like technically. That job ended, and then Tommy Granton in what town it is in Newburgh. They from New York. Somebody recommended me. I went to interview, and they saw how much I was. So they offered me $400 a week.
Double?
$250, $300. I was getting like that, but they saw my qualification, everything, an important position. That job did not last long. And it was traveling too much. And by then was
Rishi, yes.
Yeah.
So that was the change of my life now. Here comes. So I had to leave that job because of traveling and all those things, and that job did not last long. And was in May or June, I left. And in between, there used to be one, we know the people, so they started the boutiques, some jewelry shop in
There was in August.
Yes.
That was in August.
some.
Because
So we went
July
to-
he was born.
We went to, so he wanted the puzzle ring from New York, from Halifax. So I said, let us drive. We didn't drive that much with the new car. So we drove to Halifax, Nova Scotia. Stay over the weekend or like that, stay a couple of days and came back here. And I saw their shop and they were doing the business. And meanwhile, while getting that puzzle ring, I met Lal and Sundar in New York. They were selling all those things with the Indian stuff and this thing, and they become my friend. So they came for, that was time in an apartment, so they used to come to the apartment. Dadi used to make Sundar chapati and he will take the chapati also. And they become friendly, and Indians import they had it. So this was in July, August, I don't remember. So I said again, Dadi, let's go for drive to Florida. Here we drove, no job, but I was like that. I said, let's finish this thing. So we went, we saw the Disney World and this and that. Florida. What is
Fort
that?
Lauderdale.
Fort Lauderdale, we came and we saw the ship is going. So I said, let's go into the cruise. So we took
SS Ariadne.
I know. So we took the cruise to Bahamas, 1968. No, that was 70.
70.
1970. 70, must be more. 71, 72. 70 I started with Steve, 72 August. So we took that, so the musician was there. He married to Indian girl. And we in SS Mariadni, it was an Italian cruise. And we became a friends of music and drinking and this thing I enjoyed. We went for snorkeling. Somehow the captain came in between. And he asked, this is a guy from India. He said, yeah. So that musician, he says, captain wants to see you. So actually he invited us. She has to put the clothes and everything. And he invited us for the dinner. Captain.
The hat and everything.
So,
Like a party.
yeah.
And it put you why?
Why? This was curious for him. Okay, I am a captain in this journey for 25 years. There was no Indian in my ship. I have never seen any Indian. How come you? Are you the man of Maharaja?
Are you a son of Maharaja?
You are the son of Maharaja? No, sir, I am not. We picked up that Maharaja name from there. For my business. There come Maharaja from SS Haryana. Then we came, then Sundar, that time the mall was going on, Willow. And we had opportunity to get the place, store there. So 72 Thanksgiving, November, we started Maharaja. Richard Joyce brought the mayor of Wayne for opening. And opening did very well. And November, December, business booming and everything went okay.
I was pregnant with him.
Huh?
I was pregnant with him.
No, 72. Then
He was born in 73.
3. So no, this we finished in 72 December, January, and I went to India in 73 and brought Chandrakant January. See, then I needed some person because New Jersey Bank, I started doing business and he said, so what do you do? I said, no, I want to take the smuggler attic was expanding. And I saw that they had a 1 store, 2 stores. So I told the manager that, will you finance me? How many? I said, I want to make 25 store Maharaja. Just like that. So okay, we'll finance. So he gave me the credit for $25,000. Letter of credit. I went to India, wanted to bring 2 people. Then I brought Chandrakant, my sister, the son, one of the 3 kids. He was not studying well, so I put him in some trainings, ITI we call. There he became a machinist and like that. But nothing was, so I brought him here, trained him for whole time. And 73 all the way, the business, everything, we started going well. In between 73, again within 1 year, I started the Rutherford store, Maharaja 2. So that was opened by Rutherford things, and Maharaja was booming, making money. Was not that enough, but opening, anyway, investing now. Going from one place to another and investing money. So Maharaja 2 started open, and here Amit came in between July. I was in position, I bought the house in those times. Maharaja 2 house, and Amit came, and that guy came from India, everything, the money was coming and profit was very low. So the December, January, went, and 74, everybody wanted, because my marriage was like close to 30 years. So in India, I had so many, my sister, all 3 sisters, everybody were waiting to see who is Amit, and So we went to India in 74. In 73, I trained Chandrakant as a manager and banking, everything. You can put a pose here if you want. I was responsible up to 74 to support them, bringing America, everything. Now, two daughters, his 2 sisters and mother was in India at that time. Still, I had to support, bringing them here. 74, my youngest sister's husband, Jackson, was in Zambia. And my sister was in India with the 3 daughters. And he was in Zambia for 4 years. He got somehow visa to come to UK and USA to visit. So 74, he came to me and he says, you are applying for Chandrakant, so you also give me visa, business visa. Chandrakant is over 21 and there is no way he can settle in America, because those days under 21 with the sister can bring it. big fight thing. So meanwhile we left, Amit, me and Dadi, we left for India, buying tour or whatever you call it. And he was trained as a manager, bank, everything, marketing. So he blew up all those things, and we had that time Malibu was there, and I bought her a Volkswagen Fastback. That time came with that. Now I said, let's buy it some Christmas 69 or 670, probably 70. Buy some ornaments. So he says, no, I want ornament. I want to buy a car. So I said, okay, you will have a car rest of your life, second car. So we had two cars. So the one car was finished. Chandrakant made the accident and all those things. The car was total. Money was exhausted, girlfriend and all those things. Morning he has a good breakfast with my brother-in-law in a restaurant. We never went to the... So he blew up all the things. Never paid this thing for 3 months. And all those money we had misused, and I had to declare bankruptcy when I came back in March, April. So he says, Tryphorus was the lawyer on Empire State Building. I hired that time also the lawyer from, because I know from the Dow Chemicals in my Steve connection, the good lawyer from immigration. He was famous, $1,000 that time he charged me for the consultation and taking the paper. And you just, anybody stop you, you just put my name and tell them to contact me. Like that sort of thing I hired. But he blew up everything. He left us like a crippled man. I had to do the business and everything. And said that meanwhile, the Maharaja was working. Adadi's place, he took it over. And Bobby, somebody I know from the textile, I kept him there. He did not have a job that time. So I said, Bobby, Bobby Patranko, you just run this shop.
Wait.
Yeah.
So
74, the family broke down in America. I was left with all the liabilities, and I had to close one store because nothing is happening here. It was 74. The market I had to pay, and so money I needed. So I went to Nanu, remember Mita's dad, my friend, I need money. Give me 1,000. He said, no, you are a businessman. I know that party and everything, Christmas party, you spend $1,000 party. How you? They did not believe me. Then I told that this has happened, but still, he said, you got a new car. And I went to Richard Joyce, my insurance agent, and I told him, Richard, I need money. He said, your car is a new car. You bought 2 years ago, so this is value now, $5. I give you $3,000. I said, give it to me. So he gave me $3,000. I came home and I told him that I want to pay everybody. And you take Bobby, I said that you start working. And I will start also working. And I will see that we get both jobs. And Dadi will run the Rutherford. That stage, Dadi said, no, this money you go to the market, pay everybody, and listen, don't do anything. You do your business. And she has handled Rutherford store. So I went to the market and I told them that this is the position. So they said, okay, not to worry. We will see that Rutherford store will get the supply and house will get money from there. And I started working with them, selling their clothes in the market. And 73 when we went, 74, yes, 74, again I went by myself and I met Ansari and started import myself also. I saw the profit more. These people are importing and they are charging their profit and I'm not getting that much money. So I started my own import. So some shipment came, it was very bad shipment. They think I am a beginner, so they will not give there. We did not get the good merchandise. So we lost, we did not make enough more money.
Is that the jeans that we ordered when we went to India?
Yes. In between, I wanted to, the Levi jean was started in those years, big way. So I wanted to make the jean there in Vapi. So Dadi took the all measurement, everything. 32, 34, 36, 30, like we started making the jean there. The fool has made small, medium, large, extra large. They did not put the size. Here the size you want 32, 31, 40, 42, 32, length.
Made like Indian size.
The Indian style, small, medium.
24, 26, 28.
Lost money.
30, 40.
So otherwise I was the first man to import the jean from India in those days. Well, here a lot of background is that business, but then the time came and then she says, no, I will run Maharaja and you start business. And I started like that. Then I met Ansari again. Now Bhushan, I started selling some clothes, market for some other people, like an agent. And there was a Los Angeles store, boutique show. So in those days, Bhushan and we went to Los Angeles. He took me there and I said, you have to help me to sell this merchandise. I said, okay, let's go. So in that place, we met Ansari came from India in that show from Mysore. Oh my goodness. When I met him, he took my hand and said, Ansari, you did very bad thing for me. You just sent me such a worse thing. And I don't want to see you. He says, so forgive me. I will compensate whatever you say, but I need your help. Somehow he comes, as I say, I'm coming to New York and you have to help me. I say, okay. So Ansari, I help him, to start India Village industry. So he brings all the merchandise there, whatever it cost, no profit. So I will get the merchandise. If it's damaged or anything, he will take it back. Whatever I sell is profit, and started making money again. And established Ansari. Meanwhile, Ansari has Mr. Khan and all those things fell down. In between, the garment industry also had a lot of competition started. So I started going Mexico. So at that time, sterling silver was in demand. And I know that I do not want anybody partner. So that stage, Actually, I never knew any language or anything. So, but because of my Steve Herman and my director and all this thing, I got that knowledge and how to run the business and all those things. Smart cookie, you know. I have, so Mexico City, I go there, then Commerce, House of Commerce, I went there. The girl I hire who speak English and that language, and we started bringing silver jewelry.
should have flipped my log. Okay. It's recorded.
So, Rishi, our question was, how did I make the money?
Yeah.
All these things I have discussed with you. In short, that the long hours, hard work, and all those things. Foundation where you come from. I said you have 2 gurus in your house, your mom and dad. So I think nowadays you're not going to find out those guru I met, and they were not available also now. So now you have to consider them 2 gurus, all the kids. Parents are the first guru. So I also have a belief in my life, 4 gurus. My father, my mother. Still I have not experienced much, but there was not a single day I don't remember there 2-3 times a day. So now 2 more gurus were Swami Muktanand, who I was going in a westernized way, being business, making money, losing money, making money, spending money, and nothing. And I was also had a little problem with alcohol that time. And when I met him, you know Manu Kaka. Rishi and I had a lunch there with Dadi, and he took me, he was going there. So we went together. And at that stage, in 3 days after, you have to accept what you are doing. So that's when you have to, in those days, you have to listen and you have to promise that what you are doing wrong, you will not do. So I met him at the end of 3rd day. So he allowed me to talk. I said, I'm sorry. I confess now you become a guru, but I'm drinking, I'm smoking, I'm eating non-veg. So that day is change to my life. He said, that is your problem. So, okay, carry with your problem, you will see. On the way, it stopped. From that day onwards, 13 years, I could not eat, nothing. So it was a miracle experience. So that experience as a guru, you do not get, but I believed him. And that was one of the financial foundation for me. So now that is what I'm talking about, the guru. Now what? Your parents are your guru. Muktana is not going to be available. Going to the second guru, I was doing a lot of business, importing from Mexico and importing from, and I got tired of traveling, and children are growing.
I'm sorry.
Not going nowhere. So finally, I stopped traveling. I used to travel during my job and those things. I took my real estate license there at the end. And there I started working with A.W. and Winkle in Rutherford and started as a commission salesman, selling a house, getting commission, listing the house, commission, like that. So in that scenario, I bought 145 Park Avenue, East Rutherford property. It was a rooming house, And that time, Sonia was not that time when we bought it. So we converted that thing into the 7-studio apartment. And that was the first move. And Buddy was managing that thing. This time, in those days, I was working for real estate. Dadi was doing Rutherford store, Maharaja. So that the income was 3 income from 145, Rutherford store, and my real estate. Making money. Somehow, Buddy wanted to leave, and he was staying at the 145, 1-studio apartment. Then the wife got pregnant and they wanted to have bigger thing. So I moved them. They were going to go some Queens. So I said, why you want? The Nagi came and we bought 53 Faronia Way for him. He started living. I don't know, but he was living when you were there, Sonia? No.
He bought next door and he was living next door for a long time.
Sorry? So, closing that thing, 53, then Amit got married and Anita got married. And Anita got married that time. I'm coming back to the Guru Vishnu Devananda also. And closing that thing, Amit was, Sonia married and they were staying with me. Anita got married and we started, Jaidat came. And we started looking the apartment because son-in-law and daughter, you can't give together. But Sonia and Amit used to stay together. So we started looking for the apartment and this thing. We bought for her 1-bedroom apartment, the studio, that thing in Hastings in Rutherford. So they moved and they own it. Here Sonia said that we are also looking for the thing. Anita is gone. We need 53 Faronia Way was given to them on that condition that I do need some money. How I paid, I will tell you that the envelope is there. So that was my retirement money coming. So they moved into that apartment. And I don't know, Amit, you were renting downstairs, right?
Yes.
Sonia, remember that or not? So that was the first house they owned. 53 Faronia. Still they own it. Only thing that it was paid fully somehow from it was paid. We bought it for $200,000, $220,000. It was paid. Now they were collecting the rent downstairs and paying me the money, mortgage and so they maintained, they stayed alive. Here the Sonia finished her study. She came, she got married and she started, study and she worked. Amit also finished his study. During the time 53 Faronia, you were not working, Sonia. You were? Yeah. So, and Amit was working also?
Residency.
Residency. Okay.
And Hackensack.
Yeah. So then they moved to Woodridge. That was the story. And that apartment, from there they upgraded to Woodridge. And from there they have their own, bought the factory where the guy, doctor, died before that. So I was in the real estate that time. And we bought that place first. The second house also, Eileen was the agent. So I call Eileen, give it to me. It was listed for X amount of money. I said, we'll pay you a little bit more, sell it. That is how they started their own business. Now, Vishnu Devanand comes. In those days, I used to meet a lot of gurus and getting a good advice. They never have any intention to, take my money or anything. So we used to go to by that time, in real estate, somehow from Little Falls, First Saving and Loan Association. And who was the Herman or who was the...
Vince.
Huh?
Vince.
So I had a good connection and they had a problem came. So one day they called me in the office and says, we have the motel and we are stuck. It was not a
So they
motel.
are part of the motel and there were other owners.
Yeah.
So they couldn't pay the mortgages.
No, and that the three banks were involved. They were borrowing from one bank, another bank, another, the owner. It was a professional people. So Steve Herman and I went to that meeting and we convinced this bank, the original bank where I was doing bank, that you pay off this to bank and we will give you 100%. So you settle with the bank with 50% and you pay them and you take it over. You understand, Amit, or no?
Yeah.
You understand, Sonia? Do you understand? So this
clarify મને કરવું છે કે તમે late 70s માંથી એકદમ આપણા લગન 1998 માં આગળ આવ્યા. અત્યારે તમે પાછળ જાઓ છો to like early mid 80s. કે મોટેલનું બધું તો હું ઇન્ડિયા ગયેલો તે પહેલા ચાલુ થયું.
yes,
Right, when it
85 પહેલા ચાલુ.
એટલે એમ જ કે આ સ્ટોરીઝ બધા
Yes, yes.
બોલો છો તે બધું પરફેક્ટ છે.
Yeah.
જરાક આગળ પાછળ થઈ
થાય.
લગન 1998 માં આવી ગયા અને પછી અત્યારે તમે મોટેલનું જે વાત કરો છો એ પાછું લાઈક
આવે છે because the chapters I'm going by the chapters after chapters.
Yes. Just me.
Yeah, I mean, Sonia, yeah.
Steve Herman and we went to the bank and we settled this thing and bank, First Saving Bank took it over. They paid the Harvard Bank and this bank, two bank, and now the owner, the mortgagee is the bank now. It was in the verge of bankruptcy. So he sold that property to us, me and my mom. Steve Herman has made a deal that we this was closed so many years and we need so much finance. So finally it was 300,000 or something we had to pay. And I took the mortgage for $300,000 from this bank. Here we have to give 10% down. So I called Raman Kalidas, give me 30,000. He said, give me 10% partnership. I said, no. We had a $25,000 credit line of credit with the New Jersey Bank for Maharaja. And at that stage, Mom left for England in 1980, some close. So I borrowed that money. And first month, we gave that bank and money and we got the key. And now we are the owner of the 94 Motor Lodge. Only thing that the $25,000 I have to pay immediately because the Maharaja was close and I used that thing. So first month, Amit and me and worked very hard. And that is the first month we made $30,000 in a month. and we paid that. Running around, Amit, I don't know you remember that.
A lot of drive.
That's how it started. Now, it went, ran, and then 85, these kids went to school, and we had money coming out of the motel, 145 Park Avenue, and that stage,
47?
47 Park Avenue also the rented with that mug and beans and the Stella Nil. The two places was there in the 47 Park Avenue, Sonia. So one place was mug and bean and one... Daddy says that I cannot handle anything more. I just don't want to be 83. I want to be with my children. I want one more child. And I don't want to work. So I said, okay, empty out the store, and we made the two store and rented. That income was there. 145 income is there. The motel income was, and my real estate license. So 84 or something, she went to England, and I had to run 3 business, 24/7 I worked for you. 11 to 7 I used to go night shift in the motel. 7 o'clock the manager will come and he will do it up to 3 o'clock. And 3 to 11 some another people will come. I go there. So I go night shift. So during the 7 o'clock they come, I do the banking in 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock bank and everything, and I come here. Take a bath and eat something. I used to sleep during the 11 to 7. Whatever the customer come, I just get or take money and give the key and just like this. 11 o'clock, 9 o'clock, so 10 o'clock, Kathy used to come, open the Maharaja that time. And then open the Maharaja will start business. I go to real estate office. Buddy was doing a 145. This is how I was managing. After lunch and from the real estate office, I collect the paper, what to do. Lunch, I sleep 2-3 hours, 4 hours. Then I go and I do 5-6 o'clock. This girl will go close the store, have something to eat, drive to the motel. That went like that. So hard work is there all the time. One of those days, Vishnu Devanand came. We were working, so he used to visit me in the motel because there was nothing in the house. So we went there, make the house there, motel house there. You remember the motel house? We made, it was a land. There was another land. It was 7.5 acres land we bought it with the motel. So we wanted to make ice cream parlor there. So design everything. Roads I was making. Always creating something in the business line. Put the house there. We used to live there also during that time. And 87, it was getting too much because the children were, and Amit was there. Anita went there. And 87, I got tired of this thing and I did not get the good manager. I offer Nanu Kaka also partnership. Nobody took. I offer Buddy to live there. Nobody came. Finally, I decided to sell the motor. Because though nobody is, it's a good property. I develop, it was develop, make everything. Finally, I sold that motor for $1.1 million. And that was the first million I saw. I don't know, the paper is there.
Thought it was there.
So that is how I made the biggest thing. Now, the property I bought it was all the bank property. It was not my property. 53 Faronia Way, or oh, 74 more, 47 Park Avenue and 145 Park. All the money I took the money and bought the thing. So I was paying, collecting the rent, making the money and paying the bank. But here comes, I became a bank to the motel. So they did not have money. So it was $300,000 I had to pay to the bank. So I made the big deal. Okay, you give me $300,000. So bank will be out. Do you understand this finance? Sonia, do you understand this finance?
No, but
I sold it for 1.1 million. I bought this motel for $300,000. I borrowed the $300,000 from the bank and bought the motel. When I sold the motel for 1.1 million, I paid $300,000. All right? Now you understand? So I left with the 800,000, 700 something thousand. Let me see this one.
this one is 1.1.
Yeah. This is the one I sold it for $1.1 million. What date was that? 87.
August 1987.
87. So that is the money I saved. And this is also the contract. And then I became, they did not have money. So I gave them a mortgage. So now every year they have to pay me. 87 I sold it. So 98, they were three partners. He bought the bottle. So 98, two partners left. So original partner and me. So he took a 1/3/4 partnership and he gave me 1/4 of it. He did not have enough money. So out of 800,000, how much did he give me?
60.
Yeah?
60. 543. 60,000.
Huh?
This one, oh, I'm looking here.
You know,
543.
huh?
543,000.
So 543,000 for $500,000. So I sold the motel for 1.1, paid the this thing. Then I gave them a mortgage for 700,000. And in 1 year, in 1988, the partner did not work. So it has to close the deal. So they offer me 550,000. Then they gave me the check. So now 77 Maple Street, we had to pay mortgage. The house was there. 47 Park Avenue is there. 53 Feronia is there. 145 Park Avenue. These are all properties we had. But everything was mortgage. You understand the mortgages? Do you understand?
Yeah.
So it was so this is the money, all the money I have paid. 53 Feronia Way, 194,000 I have paid. 47 Park Avenue, I have paid 145,000. 75 Maple Street, I paid 142,000. And Richard Dumpty 285, and the day balance of payment is 60,000. So this is the money I paid. So all property I own.
This is for the tax purpose.
Yeah.
Okay, so you just paid off all the
Mortgages with that money.
Yeah.
So now comes the
retirement, no?
retirement. So one day we were walking. Saintly people used to visit us always. Swami Santanam, Vishnu Devanand, Swami Ram. So one day we were walking with Vishnu Devanand in the Rutherford Park. And he knew that I was going through all the children's and all those things. And it was a time. He did also in between, I'm going back to 83. Yes. 83, then my mom wanted to retire, so that we closed down Maharaja, and as I told you, Stella Nail and Magan. In those days, one day, Dadi wanted to have two children, one more child. Did I tell you that or not?
Yeah.
So you know the story. So Vishnu Devan and Santanan came and they convinced me, and 84, they came. He said that no, the woman has to satisfy this house. We will not come to this house because you have husband and wife don't have a good relationship, even though you have boy and girl, and they convinced me. So I believed him, and then he came, Dev came, and that stage, Santanan and Vishnu Devan have blessed him. From the hospital to here and all the blessing. So one day he said also that don't be greedy. He's a Dev, but he's a Devanand, Devatma. So 50% of we also owe him because you never wanted a child. I say, yes, God willing, whatever happened in his life, let him be whatever he wants to be. That stage we are walking. He said, you retire now. Your children's, you look after your children's, and that's it. Money will come. So from that day onwards, I said, I will not make money. So all this property was paid. So rental income was coming all the time till today. So in between, the rental income was so much that children were studying, marriages, this, that. In between, some sort of money shortage used to come. In between, Amit will laugh again. I bought one flat in London. I don't know. Your mom has visited that flat in London. Do you remember that or no? Yeah, 96 or 97. So that flat, I bought it for 50,000. And his family issued the room. My brother has helped me, and one day he was not doing well, so I bought for him. And then he retired, and he did not want to give me the flat. And family problem started. The Naresh came in between. He says, you bought it from Dhiru uncle, and why you are asking? I said, no, he don't have a children, and it was my understanding, it was bought on my name, that till he leaves, I will not sell this flat. But he got the housing. In England, they give the housing house after the retirement. So he moved to the house, and this flat became empty. So we had to fight in the court. Why brother against brother? You remember that or not? Somehow the court says that no, that he is the owner. The money came from England, from America. And so when shortage come, there's 50,000 pound, they wanted to settle me for, Naresh wanted to my brother's son, other brothers, settle for 30,000. I said, man, you are mad. I paid 50,000 pound, bought the flat, you want to give me 30,000 and write off? No, it is just go willingly. I said, no, you want this flat? I said, okay, market price, you give it to me. Anyway, family dispute started from there. There we go, Sonia. All the brothers' fight started. So I said, I don't want to go to England. And said, so gave it to real estate. Sold it the flat for $100,000, 100,000 pound. Now comes 2000, 1 or 2, 3. We were living in Horizon, 7 bungalows with the 2 bedrooms, 6th floor.
Wait, what year?
We bought that thing in 1985 for 7 lakhs. 2000 we sold it for 40 lakhs, and 60 lakhs we bought the Juhu flat. Interesting or okay? Continue.
Hold on one second.
Oh, this many property, and we survive nicely. All children's educated. Amit and Sonia settled. This time Anita settled. She was in Boston, and they wanted to buy a house. So they need more money. So we pay $100,000 to Anita to buy the house. You know that, right? No. We gave her $100,000 from equity. And they used to pay the thing. And once they sold their house, they paid me back $100,000. Now they still have the one Hastings apartment, the one when she got married. That apartment still they have it. You know that or not?
Yeah, I had to sell. I had to give a key. There.
You have a key. So that they kept it. So that she has it. Your mom and dad, 53 Faronia, they have it. I paid that time money, down payment and this thing. I have that mortgage paper also. I showed them $40,000 I paid cash and took the mortgage. Sonia, I remember I paid your fees also. Maybe $30,000. When Sonia, came to study here, the first installment was 25,000 or something. So I paid that also. This is nothing, because children's, So in those days, money was not a problem. And I have started. Oh, by the way, money is not a problem today, Oman. money is growing. So what happened? Where are we now? Okay, all this thing, we are collecting rent and this thing. The last property, in between 145, I had to sell it. London property, I have to sell it. Motel house, I have to sell it. Because I was not working. And I don't need, this is the extra. I was not making money on the motel house. So I sold that, number one. London property, I moved to the Juhu. So that property I sold. And London house, from there property, I moved to Juhu Beach. Then comes 77 Maple Street. That we sold it for like 400,000 or like that. And out of the 400,000, we paid $300,000 for this where we are sitting now. And some $50,000 or something, renovation and everything. There we go. So now we are left with the 145 Park Avenue sold, all settling, children studying and marriages and all those things. I don't remember. Meanwhile, Amit and Sonia is settled. Anita and Jaidat is settled, and they have their own house. I never asked them what they are doing and what they are doing, but they never took any money from me after that. Amit has told me one time that 53 Faronia Way, he is still paying the mortgage till it's up to 2030, I think.
20, 30 pounds?
35 or something. I have that thing. Not. But he's a smart businessman. So he started Tailor Associate and like that. He is doing his business. I did not ask anything, but he has learned. So I think one time he mentioned that he took the mortgage on 53 and paid off his student loan and Sonia's student loan. Sonia, remember that? So I said, do whatever you do, but he is paying every month $1,200 for that mortgage.
So technically, 53 Feronia Way is mortgaged twice.
They have an MBQ.
No. I have a mortgage with Dad for 53 Feronia Way that's considered a private loan. So when that was done, technically I owned the property out and out because it was a private loan.
Yeah.
So then I went back to, at that time, Boiling Springs and took another loan and paid off our fees. Because the interest on our fees was not going to be deductible anymore. And that, even our paying off our medical and dental schools together would have cost the amount of like $500,000 to pay a mortgage. Or whatever, like $250,000 or something. So that mortgage is still sitting on 53, but at least we get the write-off on all of it.
Business is a business.
And then on the side, I pay Dad what I owe him.
So that's what I said. Your two gurus are here. Any financial thing, I'm not going to be. I'm outdated also, and I don't have much interest also. So he has taken over. Now you people have 4 property. Facebook Height, 53 Feronia Way, and 2 property in Rutherford. So they are in a real estate also. So they know what they have to do in this thing. For me, he came to this thing that we did not need 77 Maple Street because your dad and mom were out. Anita is married. They also left 2010. Us. So Daddy was there by herself and I was in India. So it was $18,000 tax for that house. So for one single people, she said 18,000 just for the tax. Then there's insurance and this and that. It will cost her 24,000 a year just to live in that house. I said it does not work, that thing. Sold us house. So here you can live with the $800. So $2,000 a month versus $800. Do you understand or no?
Yeah.
Barabar? So that we don't have that much expense now. Moving from 70. Now we own the 74, 47 Park Avenue. And this house. And Amit pays mortgage till whatever the mortgage note says. So that income is very enough for us. It's a good income. So she's driving Mercedes. I'm enjoying my life and eating the pizza and enjoying. Thank you very much. This is the success story. Any question, I take it from VC. Because this was the thing you wanted to know how I made the money.
Yeah. And now I know.